Welcome to Prebunking in Practice. Indonesia's Gali Fakta model goes global. Let me tell you about Anna, a 25-year-old from Jakarta. Last year, she shared a viral post about a supposed cure for a common disease, only to find out later that it was completely false. This experience left her feeling deceived and responsible for misleading her friends and family. This is just one story in a sea of many, where misinformation and disinformation are rampant, threatening our societies. From fake news to deepfakes, the spread of false information is accelerated by AI algorithms designed to maximize engagement, often at the cost of truth. This has led to increased polarization and eroded trust in institutions. But there's a beacon of hope: Prebunking. And oh, the irony, while tech giants profit from our clicks, we're left to clean up the mess. Let's dive in, and next, we'll explore what Prebunking is and how it could have helped Anna. So, what's Prebunking? It's like a vaccine for your mind against misinformation. Based on inoculation theory, Prebunking involves exposing people to small doses of the techniques used in misinformation so they can build up resistance to them. It's about teaching people to recognize and resist manipulation before they encounter it. For Anna, learning about Prebunking could have helped her spot the false cure post before sharing it. Syracuse University has been at the forefront of research in this area, exploring how to apply this theory to media literacy, though recent updates might not be directly from them. Think of it as arming us with a mental shield, though I'm not sure how well it holds against the algorithmic onslaught. Now, let's see how this concept has been put into practice in Indonesia with a game called Gali Fakta. In Indonesia, a game called Gali Fakta has been making waves. This media literacy game, developed in 2024, showed that participants who played it exhibited a 37% increase in skepticism towards false news headlines and were less likely to share them, according to a randomized controlled trial involving over 1,000 participants. The game mimics WhatsApp, aligning with Indonesia's information environment, where Anna and many others communicate daily. After playing Gali Fakta, Anna might have been more cautious with the posts she shares. But can this model be scaled globally? I mean, if Indonesia can turn skepticism into a game, maybe we should all be playing for our sanity. Next, let's tackle the challenge of adapting this to different cultures. That's the million-dollar question. Cross-cultural adaptation is no walk in the park. What works in Indonesia might not work in the US or Europe due to differences in culture, media consumption habits, and language. For instance, in the US, people might use different social media platforms or have different trust levels in certain sources. Research suggests citizens in non-wire countries have different relationships with media, suggesting important cross-cultural differences in Prebunking effectiveness. So, how do we tailor Prebunking strategies to different cultural contexts? It's a challenge, but not insurmountable. And let's be real, convincing Silicon Valley to care about cultural nuances, that's a tall order. But let's move on to how Prebunking aligns with broader global goals. Prebunking isn't just about fighting misinformation, it's also about aligning with global sustainability goals. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals emphasized peace, justice, strong institutions, and quality education, all of which are supported by reducing misinformation. By promoting media literacy, Prebunking directly contributes to these goals, creating a more informed and resilient society like the one Anna lives in. But, of course, the UN's goals are noble, while tech giants seem more interested in quarterly profits than quarterly ethics. Now, let's discuss the corporate side and why big tech might resist these efforts. Now, let's talk about the corporate side. AI-driven platforms like social media giants have algorithms that prioritize engagement, which often means promoting controversial or misleading content. These platforms are hesitant to implement prebunking measures because they might reduce user engagement and, consequently, their profits. A 2024 PricewaterhouseCoopers survey found 53% of Indonesian CEOs report generative AI hasn't been implemented, compared with 41% in Asia Pacific, highlighting barriers like limited expertise and data security. So, how do we get them on board? It's a balancing act between scalability and ethical responsibility. Maybe regulatory measures or public pressure can help, but don't hold your breath waiting for big tech to play nice. Let's wrap up with what this means for the future. In conclusion, prebunking is a promising strategy to combat misinformation, and the Gali Fakta model from Indonesia provides a blueprint for success. For Anna and millions like her, prebunking could be the key to navigating the digital world with confidence. However, to make it global, we need to address cross-cultural challenges, align with sustainability goals, and overcome corporate resistance. It's a complex task, but one that's crucial for the future of our information ecosystem. So, let's stay informed, stay skeptical, and stay ahead of the curve. After all, in this game of misinformation, we're all players, whether we like it or not.